Greetings, everybody. Right back at you here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 42-1, 38-8, or 16-10. If you're out there knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to come see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. What's up, boxing fans? Jermaine Ortiz calls out Shakur Stevenson. Let's talk about it. Now, I knew it was going to happen. Once you get out there and have a performance like that, the sharks start coming in. The predators start feeding on the prey. So Shakur Stevenson is no longer a predator. Now he's a prey. But this ain't nothing new, because over a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, I've known, may have been longer, but Jermaine Ortiz has been calling Shakur Stevenson out. As a matter of fact, I did a show on it. The two guys that's been calling Shakur Stevenson out is De Los Santos and Jermaine Ortiz. And so with the performance Shakur Stevenson just had, he can't go backwards now. Because in my opinion, the reason why Shakur Stevenson looked the way he looked is because this was a 50-50 fight. He knew that he could possibly be hurt in this fight by a guy. All of that hand hurt, man, that's cap. And if it ain't cap, fight another man who's 50-50. Fight another man who ain't scared and who's willing to get in there and engage with you and see holes in your game. Jermaine Ortiz. Now, if you get up and you come back and fight some subpar guy, we already know what kind of guy you is. Or you can move up to 140. We can see how heavy you is. Fight David. Fight David. But we got Jermaine Ortiz calling you out. So let's see what happens, boxing fans. Jermaine Ortiz called him out. Tank Davis saying he don't want to fight him, his stock drop. And I agree with that. When you get out there and have a performance like that, it's going to be hard for the fans to see you. And I hear people saying, well, y'all too hard on Shakur. You give him a chance. Listen, man. Shakur hard on himself. We wouldn't know who Shakur is if his mouth wasn't so big. And in my opinion, when you get out there and have a performance like that, criticism is gonna come. Criticism gonna come. And I mean, hey, you could rematch De Los Santos right now. What I don't get is Shakur Stevenson acting like he above criticism. And a lot of other boxing fans feeling like Shakur Stevenson is above criticism, or feeling like you gotta hate this man to criticize him for a bad performance. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop that. He ain't gonna never do good if you pat him up. Floyd rematched Mariano and he rematched Castillo because people felt like it was a questionable win. He came back and reran it. Andre Ward, he rematched Kovalev when people didn't think it was like that the first time. Terrence Crawford ain't never had no fight that close, so he ain't never had the position to be in a rematch. But Shakur Stevenson, you're in a position right now where you can run it back with De Los Santos. Run it back if your hand was hurting. That's the reason Floyd ran it back. You had Floyd by your side. Do what Floyd did. You already made a mistake and didn't do what he did because you didn't take less money for your belts when Devin Haney offered you 25%. 25%. Now, this is my personal opinion. You might not agree with me, but the boxing gods are coming down on Shakur for what he said about Ali. A man that put blood, sweat, and tears into the game, in and out the ring. For his people, for culture, and the boxing culture. And yet you just boo-booed on this man. Boo-booed on his name. Threw his name out there with a guy that can't even stay in shape, man. I believe, personally, that's why it's happening to you. Yeah, you apologized after a long time. No research in the game and just throwed Ali under the bus, man. That's why it's happening to you. That's why ain't nobody on your side. You can't expect to come out and talk about Ali and expect for, especially the black fans, but there's a lot of other fans that like Ali. You can't expect us to uphold you, man. We waiting to see you get knocked out. I'm going to be honest with you, because you're the type of guy that'll throw him under the bus again. Yes, you that type. So you can't say that about Ali and not expect people to be by. Y'all hate. No, man, you put yourself out there to be hated on. And y'all need to stop this hating. Just because somebody criticizes you, you think it's hate. No, ain't nobody hating on you, man. You trying to play the victim, man, like these bras do, man. Don't do that. All you doing is playing the victim. Ain't nobody hating on you. You are a top-notch boxer, and big as your mouth is, I'm the best in the game. All of this here, man, these are your words. These your words, man. I can't get a fight. Everybody ducking me. I'm going to beat him up. And you get out there and don't throw a punch. Some of my left hand hurting. We all know, just like Tim Bradley said, when you throw that left, it exposes you. And you could throw it against lesser opponents. Yes, you could. But you couldn't throw it against a guy that had equal boxing knowledge, skills, quickness, and all of that with you. And I guarantee it. All y'all fans talking about y'all giving him a break, let him get in there again with De Los Santos. It's going to be the same thing. He either going to get stopped, beat up, or he going to get some hard and fight back. Because the man can fight. We don't see that. But it takes hard to be a great champion. Yeah, you can beat up people you're supposed to beat up. Yeah, you're supposed to beat them other guys. But what makes you a great champion is you do things that the fans don't expect you to do. That's what you should have did. You didn't rise to the occasion. You didn't rise to the occasion. So let's see what happens, boxing fan. Let's see if Shakur Stevenson is going to come out and fight Jermaine Ortiz. Or is he going to look for a guy he can beat up and get out there and say, I told y'all, because that's what I think he's going to do. He ain't suffering. He going through what any boxer would go through if they get out there and did that. That ain't no suffering. Stop patting this guy up. That's what's wrong with him. Now, I'm not saying Jermaine Ortiz can beat him. I'm saying fight somebody who's not intimidated, or that the fans can say, well, Shakur going to beat him from the jump. And the reason why I ain't blaming De Los Santos, he did make an attempt, several attempts to engage. I wouldn't have been chasing you around the ring to get tired either and let you beat me up. I'm gonna do like you doing. I don't blame De Los Santos. But for the first half of the fight, he was trying to get at you, man, running up and chasing you around the ring. Man, ain't nobody got time to see that. I don't blame him. I can't blame him. I would have did it too. So let's see what happens. Let's see if he's going to come out and fight a subpar fighter, or is he going to fight De Los Santos or Jermaine Ortiz. That's them the only fights I see at 35, because you done beat everybody else. You done beat all the other guys. And we know that you're better than all them other guys. But we want to see you fight somebody that ain't got no fear of you. That's how we see it here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. I don't like to keep it too long because you don't know me that well, but you will. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 80-20, 37-7, or 16-10. If you out there knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to come see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk.